How the emotion solution transforms consciousness. When we are born, we are naturally connected to the expanse of our higher selves. Composed of essential states of pure being that are one with all, our higher selves fulfill the inner needs of being human. In an ideal world, our caregivers, usually our parents, would also be connected to their higher selves and thereby be able to support and help develop this connection in their child. But there's a problem. Caregivers have lost much of this connection within themselves because they didn't receive the necessary support from their parents, so they're unable to nurture their child's relationship with their higher self. As a result, the child begins to lose their connection, bit by bit, with their higher self. And with each loss, the child suffers a psychic and spiritual wound. These wounds become constellations of limiting thoughts and beliefs, each held in place by a painful emotional charge. The defenseless child needs to compensate for their devastating loss. So like their parents before them, they attempt to recreate the missing aspects of their higher self in their emerging ego. The good thing is that since operating through an ego is what the parents know, they are able to nurture and reflect the child's ego characteristics back to the child. Now the child feels seen and gains comfort through cultivating an effective ego. And the more they lose their connection and identification with their higher self, the more closely they identify with their ego. An ego isn't bad. It's a necessary part of life and is useful for navigating through many everyday tasks. But ego proves to be a poor substitute for the wisdom, truth, and perspective of the higher self and its connection to higher states of being. Let's look at an example. Say you need internal strength to address a problem. Strength can come from two sources. It can be a quality of your higher self in the form of essential strength, or, when that's not available, your ego can try to produce it. To find strength through your ego, you must first develop it. You can do that by reading about how to gain strength, taking a class, practicing being strong, mimicking it, assuring yourself that you are strong, wishing for the best, or praying for its arrival. This requires a major effort from you and your ego, and when you think you've gained enough strength, you try to convince yourself of success. Ah, I'm so strong. See how strong I feel? I've arrived. I can sure tell that I'm feeling strong right now. But no matter how hard you try, the strength your ego delivers comes with frustrating limits. Essential strength is totally different. It's effortless. You're not working to develop it and then commenting on your supposed inner strength. Rather, when dwelling in your essential strength, you are that strength. Your essential strength depends on nothing. There's no observer and nothing observed, no trying, no doing. You are being strength, simple and clear. The freedom of existing as strength is difficult to describe. It's limitless and seems to arise on its own. Your ego can't conceive of it, no less produce it. The same is true for any essential quality, be it peace, holding, oneness, love, heart, precision, joy, freedom, power, will, or any of the array of virtue. Your higher self holds all these gifts of pure being, all the virtues needed to resolve internal conflict or feelings of inadequacy. You may be disconnected from much of your higher self, but parts of you still remember. You sense that something bigger, better, and more complete resides within. For many, life becomes a quest to regain contact with their greater self. We crave a sense of ease. We want to know why life can be so difficult. And why can't we forget about the struggle to be something other than what we are and just be, and feel complete within ourselves? Where's our spiritual connection? Deep inside, we know there's an answer. Humankind has come up with many methods that attempt to help us move into the truth and fulfillment that lie beyond the confines of ego. These include learning from a great teacher, calming the mind through techniques such as meditation, decreasing desire, learning to love, forgiving, praying for virtue, extinguishing hate, concentrating on the positive. Unfortunately, these methods require a lot of time and effort and prove only partially fruitful. This is because these techniques focus on trying to change the thoughts and beliefs of an ego structure that lies between the everyday and higher selves. They pay little attention to the energetic charge, the glue that holds these thoughts and beliefs in place. This is where the emotion solution is different. Rather than try to somehow work around the emotions holding an ego structure together, why not address and dissolve that glue and let the thoughts and misguided beliefs fall away of their own accord, and find yourself reveling in the magnificence of your higher self? This is what the emotion solution does. It transforms the emotional energy that holds limiting ego structures in place. Then it shows you how to set the stage to enable this released power to throw open the door to higher consciousness. It works like magic. The emotion solution offers the fastest and most dependable way to restore and grow your relationship with your higher being. And best of all, by processing the emotions around an internal conflict as prescribed by the emotion solution, you become the transformer. You provide and become your own answers as you join with your higher truth. So now, when you feel an inner deficiency or a disturbing reaction to an event, you can follow your emotions to the healing power of your higher self. And, at long last, come to realize who you were meant to be. The Emotion Solution, Change Your Consciousness, Change Everything, is available through booksellers everywhere. For more information, visit the author's website at fredcarlisle.com, FredCarlisle.